Okay, Coach, thank you. We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C. That's where the home of the Washington. We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Washington Redskins. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Check 56. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Kill. Get him on. Rest. Bang.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
56 all day.
Now Haskins, third and long. He's going to air one. And got his man complete. That one goes for 30 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Check safety. Six guys. Check 6 guys. Check.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Get in the weight room. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check 56. Wahoo. Switch.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Check, check, check. 80 weapons. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Go, go. Under 10, 10.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Throughout the game, we're going to track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue: explosive runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, you got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you because your first thought is we have to answer right now.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Check 45, come on. Second turn, defense.
On 2nd down, it's Gilbert.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Got it. You go track. Got it.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Deron Payne in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
No, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position, a couple of first downs in order to give some room for their punter and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
Running to start the drive is Love. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
On first down, it's Gilbert down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. On second down now, it's Gilbert, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken from the 7. Room here to run. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure they thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
On first down, here's Love. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. On second down, Love trying to run inside, but nothing there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Hopkins' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Let's go, bring it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
To throw again on second down, Wilson.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Kiki QT. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. I got you. I got you. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch the.
Now Haskins to throw it. And the catch made by Johnson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Baby, get him, boy. Get him, boy.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Watch the twist. Back, back, back. 25, check 25, check 25. Zip this from the rep. Let's go right here.
On third down, here's Love. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll return it from the 6. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
They'll run on first down. Gilbert. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Room past the 20. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Touch 50.
On third down, Wilson. He's going to air one out. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a give right side. It's Gilbert. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right?
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. L.J. Collier in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Chance.
To try again after the sack. Haskins got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mike 54. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. You got nothing today.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 44 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Right there, 54.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Mike's by 4. Defense wins championships, baby.
Haskins going to throw again. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Check. Lucky. Watch out.
On 3rd down, it's Love. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's good for a gain of 7, but still a few inches short here with 4th down coming up.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Hey, that's scared. Hey, Max Fox. Right. Wide, get wide. Tight dog. Watch twist. Watch twitch.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Here we go. No. Kill. Watch the edge. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. We got double up. Switch.
They run. It's Johnson. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
54's Mike. Check.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Gilbert. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, it's Gilbert. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
55. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Again, it's Johnson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Check 53, Mike. Here we go,
And he is not going to get the 1st down as he'll spot this at about the 28. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Taken down at the 41. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Seahawks, They remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-.